What is the definition of a riot? A riot is a form of civil disorder commonly characterized by a group lashing out in a violent public disturbance against authority, property, or people. Riots typically involve destruction of property, public or private, in which the property targeted varies depending on the riot and inclinations of those involved. It's clear that many of you can agree on the fact that what happened at Washington in recent days is definitely a riot. An act of terrorism, in fact, said by President-elect Joe Biden. My question is, why do you call Hong Kong people freedom fighters, unarmed peaceful protesters? Here's a picture of a violent terrorist who's about to storm the Capitol building. Whilst here's a picture of an unarmed freedom fighter. Notice where the differences are. So why is someone who's fully armoured from head to toe an unarmed freedom fighter, while someone who's simply just wearing a cap and t-shirt a violent terrorist, rioter, and a shame to the whole country? Surely they should be branded both the same thing. Both of them are terrorists. Both of them are rioters. And both of them are a shame to their own countries. But why is it okay to say one is okay and the other isn't? Here, let me show you some pictures of what happened last year when the Hong Kong people stormed into the Legislative Council. And here are some pictures of the Washington riots that happened a few days ago. What are the differences between their actions? Why is that these people are branded as freedom fighters and the others are branded as rioters and terrorists? Let me be absolutely clear right now. I do not believe that violence should be condemned for any personal beliefs whatsoever. Cause doesn't justify action. Stop being hypocrites and justifying one event whilst condemning the other. As seen as this BBC News article recently posted in order to justify the Hong Kong riots is absolutely infuriating. Many people till this day are still trying to justify that the Hong Kong riots are condemned, justifiable. May I ask why? Let me pull out this article to show you. This journalist seemed delusional enough to state, first of all, that no one was armed in these riots. Do these people seem unarmed to you? Oh yeah, and also, they decided to attack on a public holiday, so there weren't any meetings happening within the Legislative Council. Oh, so they didn't disturb a meeting, so, you know, great for them. That means that they can destroy anything they want because a meeting wasn't disturbed. Oh, yeah. And also, they put up posters saying, don't destroy the library. Good for them. How nice of them. Should I give them a medal? Because they didn't destroy the library. Lastly, they were so kindly enough to leave money for the drinks that they took from the vending machine. Wow. How generous of them. Might as well leave $35 million down behind, as that's the amount of property worth damaged. This sad and poor justification of the Legco riot just shows how much double standard exists in our everyday life. Just because if anyone tries to justify the Washington riots right now, you're going to be blocked by Facebook, bro. Overall, my main point of this video is just to urge everyone to stop condemning terroristic behaviour, whether you agree with the cause or not. because cause cannot and will not justify the action, whether you like it or not. Just because you robbed a bank and say that you're going to give it to homeless kids doesn't mean that it's okay for you to rob a bank. You're still going to go to jail, and you can't justify the fact that you robbed a bank. So stop justifying the fact that the Hong Kong riots are okay because you support the cause. Thank you all for listening.